Competitive games often provide a wide array of characters to choose from, varying widely between their designs, abilities, and difficulty. But there comes a time in every character-based game's lifecycle where the developer decides to add a character with a turret. These abilities are usually pretty noob-friendly, since turrets can just be put down and do a lot of the work on their own without much thought. Because of this, these turret characters are usually pretty overpowered in lower elos, where the mechanics of the average player are generally not that great. But they tend to fall off as you climb higher up the ranks, since their kits are usually one-dimensional because of how much of their gameplay revolves around their turret. However, there's one turret character that trumps pretty much every other one I've ever seen in any game. This is Killjoy in a nutshell. Killjoy is a very powerful agent that sees play at pretty much every rank in the game, all the way up to even pro play. She's known for her really exciting, fast-paced gameplay. She provides a lot of defensive utility with a lot of area of denial with her mollies and her ultimate, as well as a lot of free information gathering tools like her turret and alarmbot, which make it really hard for enemy players to flank without her knowing. Her flexibility on defense really gives her team a much easier time, as they can more freely stack other sites and leave certain areas of the map unattended while her utility is there to give her team free information. But besides her superior battle prowess, I also wanted to mention my favorite thing about Killjoy, the cosplays. I think this one speaks for itself. This is a good time for me to start getting into her abilities. Killjoy's signature ability is her turret. She gets it for free and can place it down on pretty much any surface. Once destroyed, it goes on a cooldown of 45 seconds. The thing that differentiates Killjoy's turret from turrets in other games is that it doesn't focus on damage. In fact, it barely does any damage at all. Instead, its main upside is its ability to slow enemies that are hit by it. This makes them easy targets since they can't really run away and they're most likely going to be shooting at the turret. So if you're smart enough to put it in a good spot, you can play a nasty cross with it. Combined with the quick time to kill of Valorant, and it's no wonder she's so strong. And her skill floor is also so low that she's even effective at the lowest ranks in the game. Which is why I always say, the only people slower than players hit by Killjoy's turret are the people that play her. Killjoy's next ability is her alarmbot, and she can purchase one per round at 200 credits. She can place it anywhere on the ground, and whenever an enemy gets near it, it'll go off, moving rapidly towards them before detonating. Once detonated, enemies hit by it will be vulnerable for a short time, taking double damage. This ability is effectively a second turret in terms of its information gathering. You can place it down somewhere, and it'll cover an area of the map better than any teammate I've ever had in solo queue, and alert you when an enemy's near it. This ability is great for stalling pushes, for putting on the bomb for post plant when combined with mollies, and on defense allows her team to leave certain areas of the map open to stack a site without losing valuable information about enemy lurks. And on top of that, the double damage on an enemy can help you get a kill even when your aim sucks as bad as mine. So the way I look at it, even if I died and lost sight, as long as I killed the enemy hit by my alarm bot, I can still blame my team for losing the round because as a wise man once said, I got mine. Killjoy's final ability is her mollies. She can hold up to 2 of these per round and each one of them costs 200 credits. Unlike other agents in the game, Killjoy's mollies are the only ones that she can place down ahead of time and then activate on command. Also, unlike her other 2 abilities, these mollies can be activated regardless of her distance from them. This gives them crazy defense and post-plant potential since she can literally be on vacation in the Bahamas and still defend the bomb.
Swarm grenade out!
The only real downside is that because they're visible when placed down, enemies can shoot them before you detonate them. So the timing and positioning of them is very important. But trying to defuse a bomb against a Killjoy who knows what she's doing with her mollies can be very frustrating. On a lot of maps, there are ways to place your mollies where they become unshootable. And when timed right, can stall for so long you'd think they were your crush who doesn't text you back. All in all, these mollies are very strong. And Sarah, please return my text. Now that we're done with all of Killjoy's abilities, it's about time I get to her ultimate. Killjoy's ultimate is her lockdown, costing 7 ultimate points before it can be used. This ultimate creates a giant bubble where any enemy still within its radius will be detained after 13 seconds. Enemies that are detained lose their ability to use their guns or utility and can't really move for about 4 or 5 seconds. But most of the time this ability is best for clearing enemies off a site or stalling a push. And any enemy dumb enough to stay in the ult will be a sitting duck for your team to get a free kill on. To make this even better, the game will even tell you how many enemies are detained. After a Killjoy's ult detonates with at least 1 player detained is also the only time where I see my duelist push first onto a site. Like rabid dogs, they always run in looking for the free kill. And yet, even though the enemy can't move or shoot, somehow still manage to find a way to still die. And finally, the ult can also be combined with her mollies to set up a really dangerous trap where the enemies have to choose between being detained or dying to the molly. This ult is very powerful and only really has a few counters that aren't really that notable, like Brim's ult, Sova's ult, Shock Darts, Breach's Aftershock, Razor's whole kit, any molly in the game, and 4 bullets from any gun. Killjoy is a very powerful agent that can boost any team's defense. She's playable on most maps and has a low enough skill floor to where low elo players can play her without much issue, but also has a high enough skill ceiling to where she sees play even at the highest level. Her utility can give her team more flexibility on defense, and her ability to lock down a site in Valorant is almost unmatched. And whether you're trying to push onto a site she's defending or defuse a bomb her team planted, she always finds a way to be a killjoy. Hey everyone, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you left a like. Also, if you have any suggestions for agents you want to see me talk about in this series, please leave a comment letting me know. If you're interested, consider checking me out on stream at twitch.tv/JitterzVal. I stream every Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. EST. Also, follow me on Twitter if you'd like. I post updates on there pretty often. Finally, if you haven't heard already, I've officially started a Discord for the channel. There are already members chatting in there every day. If you want to be a part of my Discord community, I'll leave a link in the description. And finally, don't forget to subscribe for more Valorant related content.